Right, the expectation is that if a driver's on diversion, that they make that known to their passengers. So it should happen, and we do a lot of training with our staff on the announcement system.
Hiya, we've got colleagues from Travel Mentoring coming. Come and sit in. We're just sort of starting a conversation, as they say. Do you use the microphone to talk to people? I would imagine.
When I'm going both ways, I just tell them.
You would?
Yeah, basically the bus is on diversion. We will not be passing Palmer's Green Station.
Yeah.
And the next stop is whatever, depending on the announcement.
It's a personal thing, and it's, you know, it's personality and all that. And I think what people in our network, the group that I coordinate, have said, and the group people have here said as well, it's really nice when you do speak directly and feel comfortable to do it, because it just makes, I think it reassures people. Any other questions from the Enfield?
And people not collapsing buggies.
Right.
Yes, that's a big one. And then people refusing to move their buggies.
Those of you that travel in buses will be aware that this is the wheelchair priority area, where buggy users can safely travel with their buggies still unfolded, with normally a child in it. Sometimes you see shopping in it, but that's where they can safely travel. If a wheelchair user wishes to board our bus, that is when our drivers are required to have a conversation with the buggy user or buggy users to make space by folding the buggy. If there's only one, they can share the space.
This is the new Mobility Aid Recognition Scheme card.
Okay.
Anyone that's got this card will mean that you need to lower the ramp. Wheelchairs won't have these because all wheelchairs are allowed on regardless. Scooters, the mobility scooters, they will have a card. But it's not just scooters. Pushchairs will have them because they may have children with hidden disabilities, or the parent might have a hidden disability. Also, trolleys, which is a big shopping trolley, they may have them because they can't lift them onto the bus. So it's basically ramp use.
It just says, what do I need help with, and then your name and a contact details.
So would the driver take that off you to read inside, or would it be just like...
it's for me to give to the driver.
As in the whole card,
like,
and then...
if you had stopped the bus, you weren't going, you could help me to get home.
Right.
Yeah,
So I put, please help me plan a new journey, please help me with directions.
So if the bus was on diversion.
Yeah.
We've talked about when things don't go too well, or when things could be better, but I'd like to accentuate the positive. And I think we need to commend those who've gone a little bit over and above and done the right thing, because for a driver it's very, very important to hear about the good things.
Yes. With immediate disability, you never get seats.
I have actually experienced where you've already explained that unfortunately no one moves. And there is actually one incident where I actually did open the cab door and actually said, could you let that lady sit down please? And it literally, as soon as I said that, they said, oh sorry. It's because they weren't aware, they're on their phone, and 9 times out of 10 everybody's on their phone these days, or their iPad.
But sometimes the wheelchair, sometimes they're really angry with you. It's not,
That's the thing, if you've tried, as long as you let us know, well, personally, I can't speak for everyone, but if you tell me, I've put the announcements out, I've asked them to move, they're refusing to move, I've let the next bus know that you want the control that you want the next bus, then that's fine. I have no problem, or I have a problem with the buggy user, but I have no problem with you because you've done everything you can.
Yes, that every driver should follow when they are approaching a bus stop where they can clearly see a wheelchair user wishes to access or board the bus. Of course, that's to pull up to the bus stop, get close to the curb as possible, acknowledge the person, the wheelchair user, and allow the people, the passengers that are on board the bus that want to get off at that stop, off. Yeah. So they don't open their front doors for anyone else to get on. Yeah. That's the process that they must all follow. Everybody that wants to get off gets off. They make an announcement for any buggy users or any passengers that are in this area to clear the area for a wheelchair user. Now, let's assume for a moment that they clear it. They then deploy the ramp. They open the doors, the wheelchair user gets on. There's a specific way that the wheelchair user has to position themselves. Yeah, in other words, facing that way, so the back of their wheelchair is on this rest. It's for their own safety. Their parking brake, handbrake, I don't know what it's actually called, but the braking system is on. The ramp goes back in, the door closes, and then we open the front doors for everybody else to get on. And the reason it's done that way is just to give the wheelchair user priority to get on.
I've had a few of those. I've had one of those problems where I get to Victoria, picked up a wheelchair to go to Victoria, and I knew I couldn't put them off at Victoria Neat House Place.
Oh,
the bus
right,
stop,
yeah.
Going southbound because the curb's too low.
Yeah.
So then I drove down, where there's the pedestrian crossing just there, the higher curb, and I'll go down to there and put the ramp out because it's a higher curb. It means the ramp comes out better, and the wheelchair's not doing that.
That's a great idea.
Bus no. So maybe, perhaps if the driver just said, I'll let the next bus know, because I didn't realise that you could do that. That would probably make me think like that's fine.
But it's the way you handle it, and I think that's the fundamental thing.
And the thing is that a lot of the scenarios that drivers are saying, what if this happened, what if that happened, they are very rare.
And as I say, this route, 329 route is not a problem because you are regular, you're very regular. So, this route is a very good route.